Yo yo yo, it's your boy Luap coming back at it with another video. In today's video we're going to be going over the top 10 returning characters that Ash should battle in Pokemon Journeys. And this video isn't being done alone, I actually have a special guest right here with me.
Hey everyone, it's Mark.
So yeah, if you guys want to see the first half of this list, go ahead and click on the link in the description or in the pinned comment. It contains number 10 to number 6, but for number 5 to number 1, we're going to get started right away with number 5. Let's get it going. Number 5, Gary Oak. The first rival we saw in the anime and the one that I've seen the most hype around with the announcement that he'll be back for sure. I can honestly say that I am in the camp of people that is also very excited to see how he returns in the anime. Will he give us a treat and be participating in the World Coronation series? Or will he continue his duty as a Pokemon researcher and just appear to show something off, like maybe Gigantamax Blastoise? To be honest, as a kid I really liked Gary. He had so many of my favorite Pokemon as a kid like Blastoise, Scizor, and Umbreon, which are still some of my favorites till this day, and his overall demeanor was just awesome. He's a competent battler whom we saw get lots of character development. His battling career came to an end with one of my favorite battles in the series as a whole, when he fought versus Ash in the Silver Conference. The epic conclusion of his Blastoise versus Ashy Boy's Charizard was amazing. Then he came back in Diamond and Pearl to be shown following in Oak's footsteps as a researcher, but he was still a decent battler with very strong Pokemon. Only time will tell how Gary comes back into the series, but I truly hope that it's an epic battle versus Ash. It doesn't have to be in the World Coronation series, even if it's just as a battler, I would be very happy. Heck, Gary was the original Go, catching so many Pokemon at a time, so Go can perhaps take a look at all the Pokemon that Gary has caught over the years as well.
Number 4, Richie. Did you guys know that Richie comes from a place called Frodamar City? With that absolutely pointless fact out of the way, let's talk about the person who handed Ash his first ever loss in the Pokemon League. Richie is an interesting character for a couple of reasons. He was introduced as basically a mirror image of Ash, including having a similar appearance as well as many of the same Pokemon. Their 3v3 battle at the Indigo League was ruined by Team Rocket, and Ash was kind of unfairly beaten in my opinion. Richie returned in the Whirl Islands and helped Ash save Lugia from Team Rocket, and that was the last time the two of them ever saw each other. Richie made a few extra appearances in the side story episodes and in Pokemon Chronicles, but we've never actually got to see him and Ash have a legitimate battle. The World Coronation series would be a perfect opportunity for the two to finally face off, and I think it would be pretty funny if Richie happened to send out a Lucario and Dracovish to match Ash's new Pokemon.
Number 3, Brandon. Brandon was such an amazing character and arguably the biggest obstacle Ash has had to face. He was the hardest battle he had in Advanced Generation series in my opinion, and was also very pivotal in Diamond and Pearl as well. Ash actually had lost 2 times before recalling his original Kanto starters and finally being able to bounce back with a win. I'll leave this as some homework for you guys. Who else, if anyone, has Ash beaten 2 times before Ash has won? Let's exclude rivals because you know that they've battled a million times, and leave your answers in the comments below. Now, how can Brandon come back? Well, we know that he is the strongest Frontier Brain and is an incredible trainer as well. He owned the Reggie trio and even befriended Regigigas, so why not bring him back as a character for 2-3 episodes? I don't want to say that everyone will be coming back for the World Coronation series, even though it'd be great. I picture Brandon coming back for the eventual Crown Tundra mini arc that we get. And of course, he will appear when Ash and Go are going to do some research on Regieleki and Regidrago. He was a strong battler, but also someone who was very strong and helped Ash develop into a stronger character that would lead him to almost winning the Lily of the Valley Conference. Brandon was very important, and I really want to see him coming back.
Number 2, Kiawa. If you heard me talk about Brock over in the first part of this countdown over on my channel, then my reasoning for wanting to see Ash battle Kiawa is pretty similar to Brock. These two were great friends throughout Sun and Moon, and they also had a friendly, competitive rivalry. I mean, when Kiawa returned in episode 37 of Journeys, he nearly got into a fight with Go just because of how passionate Kiawa was about being Ash's rival. I don't know if Ash feels the same way about his old classmate from Alola, but we know he'd always be down to have a battle with him. This could come in the form of just a friendly battle or a World Coronation Series challenge, or maybe it could have something to do with the Alola League. With Ash being the Alola champion, it would make sense for him to do things like have an exhibition match against some of the top trainers in the region, and they could even make it a storyline where Kiawa wins the second ever Alola League and challenges Ash for the title of champion. Alternatively, we know Kiawa is in training to become a Kala's Island Kahuna, and as the region's champion, Ash could be the final trial that Kiawa has to pass before officially becoming a Kahuna. But no matter what the circumstances are, I just really want to see these two go at it, preferably in a 3-on-3 battle. Although they were always training together in Sun and Moon, these two never had an official battle together. The Alola League gave us all kinds of interesting matchups, but Ash vs. Kiawe wasn't one of them. When they had a battle after the league was over, they skipped most of it and just showed Ash landing the winning blow. Kiawe deserved better than that, and I'd love to see these two go all out against each other sometime in the future.
Number 1. Paul. I'd be lying if I didn't have a soft spot for someone who had the same name as me, but spelled backwards. Paul was a trainer that I really enjoyed watching in the Diamond and Pearl series. He was an incredible battler with a douche personality, but overall the series he gets more and more tolerable. Paul would most likely be returning to participate in the World Coronation series, but I'm wondering what would be cool for him to use. He can Mega Evolve his Aggron, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense for him. The best idea I could get for him is that he comes back and Mega Evolves his Torterra. That's right. Great promotion for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for Paul to come back and do it. Paul is one of the most loved rivals in the fandom, and he can bring back hype if he does it out of nowhere. Like, seriously, this guy is loved in both America and Japan. He's a very loved anime, rival. Another thing I can see doing is that he travels with Brandon to the Crown Tundra and is in that storyline that I mentioned earlier. Maybe he's studying under Brandon, as the last thing we heard of Paul was that he was going to Snow Point City to rebattle Brandon. Whatever it is, I am very excited to see what Paul is up to nowadays and for his hopeful return in Pokemon Journeys. Thank you guys so much for watching our top 10 returning characters that Ash should battle in Pokemon Journeys. It was a fun video to make, and it was just a blast working with Elite Trainer Mark. So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, please go ahead and click on the link in the description and subscribe to him. He makes very similar content to me, and so if you like my content, I'm sure you'll like his. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel as well and hit the like button because it helps a lot. And that's basically it. It's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.